You don't understand what this cube is capable of.
And you do, Thorn. You're the prime example of wasted potential.
You're freaking nuts. So I'm taking you down.
You can't stop progress. See ya!
Alright, what's going on everybody? Hope you all are doing good. So this is going to be the support heroic build that I have for Widow. This build is specifically for, I'm not even going to say specifically for bosses, because there are other ways that you can defeat bosses a lot easier than this way. But this is more of a, I guess you can call it a flex build, just to see how much damage you can do, and not only see how much damage you can do, see what ways you can destroy bosses and that aren't prototypical. And in this way we actually use the support heroic to one-shot Monica, and we're gonna go over exactly how we did that. So the main thing that you want to do is push out as much valor as possible, and that's why on the minor artifacts you're going to see 2 triple valor rolls. That's one of the main important things to do. Now for slot 1, you're going to want to have a roll. It doesn't really matter if it's precision valor, might valor. Well, actually it does matter. Let me take that back. You want this to have might on it specifically, and valor, because with patch 2.6 Black Widow's support heroic got buffed. And not only did it get buffed, because it was already strong and you could already one-shot Monica before the update, but now whenever you activate Dark Thorn, it scales with might. So you're going to want to have might and valor on every single gear slot. So this one right here, I have might valor, 35% increased damage when invisibility is active. The receiving amplification breaker could come in handy, especially if you have somebody on your team who's running some type of perk that sends out the sonic conduit buff. And for slot 2, I have this round of the storm, mainly because of the damage buff and the tachyon surge. Tachyon surge is going to boost the damage from the Dark Thorn because it is a status based attack. It does not have valor on it, but the increased damage that you get from the damage buff and the tachyon surge will trump the valor, or the lack of valor. And for slot 3, I'm running this piece right here. You could switch it up and run this one or this one right here. Either one is fine. You're going to get more consistent damage by running this stealth breaker, but you're going to get more peak damage by running this reverberation breaker. This is going to give you 25% increased damage to enemies afflicted with the vibranium status effect. So you're going to want to make sure that the vibranium is on the enemy, whether that's through you or your AI teammates, and in this case it's going to have to be your AI teammates. And then for slot 4, I'm running this red rune coil with an extra 15% damage when invisibility is active. Now one thing to note is that if you do run both of these together, this is not 30%, this is more like 23%, somewhere around there. So it stacks, but it stacks with diminishing returns, and you get this from vaults or elite vaults and last Avengers standing. And for the major artifact, I have the Sacred Lornstone of Lethal Will. And for the skills, it's not too much that you have to worry about. The main things that you're going to want to have on is Dark Thorn. This one doesn't necessarily matter because you're going to be up close to the boss anyway. And for this section, you want to increase your stun damage while Power Surge is active. I don't think stun damage is actually going to increase the damage of your Dark Thorn. I highly doubt it. But that's the main thing. You're going to want to have increased crit damage by 15% when invisibility is active. If you want to get a little technical with it, you could technically put critical juggler on. I don't think there is a way to juggle Monica in the air. She's technically already in the air. I doubt that this will increase your damage by 15%, but this is something that you could always look out for. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna go ahead and buy me something for the champion system, and let's see what we have. Do I have crit chance? Perk chance is all the way up. Let's go heroic recharge rate. And that's the build, and thank you for watching, and have a great day.